Member of Parliament for Gros Islet, Kenson Casimir, has outlined the number of developments taking place in his constituency, including a rent-to-own condominium program for middle-lower income individuals, job placement programs for the youth, infrastructure works, roads, and social welfare projects. Casimir said that a number of infrastructure projects are underway in Gros Islet, including road repairs and drainage improvements.
You would have seen recently the community of Beauséjour being given attention. This is after 20 odd years of pretty much patching of roads in Beauséjour. A real comprehensive road network program has been earmarked for Beauséjour. We've started on most of the roads. We're expecting about 90% of the roads to be given some form of attention currently, and then later on the further 10%. The ambition is to give Beauséjour what they deserve, and that's a proper road network. The contractor has been faced with some challenges, sometimes with vehicles parked on the side of the road, as you would have seen, and sometimes with weather patterns disallowing for the flow of work. But the project is ongoing, and we're expecting that Beauséjour by the end of the year to be almost complete in terms of the development of the road network. And we are going to be moving on to Casaba and the Monsitor to Rivemita Bridge project.
In a recent interview, Casimir said that the rent-to-own condominium program is a major initiative that will help to address the housing shortage in Gros Islet. The program will provide eligible individuals with the opportunity to purchase a condominium at a discounted price, with the option to rent for a period of time before purchasing.
There's also public housing, the rent-to-own program, the National Housing Corporation, and the Ministry of Housing. The first project will be built in Gros Islet, and we're hoping that very early next year in Casaba, we'll see that building go up to give persons who are of a middle to lower income the opportunity to own at least a flat during the next year. Now, this is one of the campaign promises that I made without even having a conversation with the Minister of Housing before we got into government, and I'm very proud of the fact that we are going to tick that off as another achievement in the constituency of Gros Islet.
In addition to the rent-to-own condominium program, Casimir also highlighted a number of other initiatives that are underway in Gros Islet. These include a unique initiative to aid those in job assistant placement programs, as well as a virtual interface to stay abreast with residents more consistently.
We also have a number of social programs happening in Gros Islet. For the first time in our history, we were able to implement a virtual constituency day. I think it was the first in St. Lucia's history. Given the fact that I was out for a while, what we decided to do was to pretty much wherever in the world I was, connect via Zoom and allow people to come in the office regularly and have conversations with the MP so that he could provide some assistance to them. With our first edition of virtual constituency day, almost 90% of the requests, I can proudly say, of our constituents were met. We were able to contact them immediately upon my return, and we've been getting some positive feedback from constituents. We also have a program that we are going to implement very soon called Dress for Success, where we invite in the entire diaspora and individuals in, let's just say, all walks of life to provide the clothing that they may not be interested in using anymore to young persons that come to the office that are looking for jobs, that have landed an interview but really do not have the means, considering they are unemployed in the first place, to have a proper shirt, tie, pants, and in some instances, dress and that sort of thing.
Casimir said that the goal is to help young people succeed in the workforce. Furthermore, the Youth Minister views the infrastructure works as essential to improving the quality of life for residents. Joachim de Plessis, HTS News Force.